Hello my dear students, how are you? I hope you are doing well. So, welcome back to science class. Today we are going to start chapter 9, that is reproduction in animals. In last session, you have studied about reproduction in plants. Also you discussed about the vegetative propagation, asexual reproduction. Many topics you are already knowing about the reproduction. And I am sure why it is important, what is the reproduction, this must be clear to you. But then also we will discuss it once again. So let us start the introduction part of the chapter, that is what is reproduction, why it is important, why and what is reproduction. Several processes like circulation, nutrition, digestion, they are very essential for survival. But reproduction is essential for the continuity of species on earth. Continuity of species on earth. There is one term that is called survival instinct. Survival instinct. It means the ability of an organism to do everything that is important to survive. Now what is reproduction? When an organism produces its own kind. When an organism produces its own kind, that process is called reproduction. Why the reproduction is important? To continue the species on earth. It is important because if reproduction will not take place, the person which has taken birth will grow old and ultimately die, which will end the species. After the death of organism, the species will get end from the earth. So reproduction helps to continue the species on earth. Before that, the organism produce its own kind, which will help to continue the species. This is the way reproduction is important, and it helps to continue the species on earth. Now let us discuss the different types of reproduction. Types of reproduction. You all have seen in your previous class, reproduction basically is divided into sexual reproduction and asexual. So let us see what is asexual reproduction first. The mode of reproduction in which single parent required for producing new organism or offspring, new organism of its kind. Only single parent part is in this process, that is asexual reproduction. The type of asexual reproduction first is budding. Last year you must have seen in Hydra yeast budding. When an organism reproduces its own kind with protruding is called budding. Its body, like in Hydra, these are tentacles. You can see the tentacles also. And the parent's body, you can see on the body there is one outgrowth which is called bud. Parent's body give rise to bud. Then bud slowly start growing into size and develop the tentacle. And ultimately it get detached from parent's body and develop into new organism. This is called budding, as the organism has grown from the bud which is produced on the body of parent. And you must have seen only single parent is involved. That's why it is asexual reproduction. Next is binary fission. If you will understand literal meaning of it, bi means two, fission means split, division. When any body divides into two, that is called binary fission. In this also one parent is involved. Last year you have seen it takes place in amoeba. There are many other examples, paramecium, etc. So we will discuss binary form of reproduction when an organism divide into two daughter cell or new cell, give rise and new cell which grow into new organism, In amoeba, single cell, it is taking place in binary fission takes place in unicellular organism. Single cell of parent divide into two parts and give rise to two new cells which grow into two new individual. Single parent cell grow into two daughter cell or new cell, give rise to two new organisms. Here parent body do not exist. Here we are ending today's session. In next session we will discuss remaining topics of the chapter. Till then, take care. Have a nice day ahead.